warm, hè. Het is warm, hè. En het is nog niet gedaan vandaag, want we hebben nog twee gasten. En onze eerste gast, die vraag ik om onmiddellijk te verwelkomen met een daverend applaus. En u mag hem zelf vragen stellen, hij zal niet geïnterviewd worden. Uw applaus voor Scott Capurro.
Hello.
Hello.
You all speak English? Okay, do you have questions? Does anybody here have a question? Okay.
I was an actor in Star Wars Phantom Menace, and if you remember doing the pod race, there's a two-headed sports announcer. I'm the guy who spoke Huttese. My character name is Bean, so that's who I am. There you go.
Dus ik zal het misschien even vertalen. Als u Star Wars Episode 1 gezien hebt, daar is er die pod race. En daar is een announcer, een presentator van die race. En dat is met twee hoofden. En één van die twee hoofden was zijn stem. It was just your voice, it was not your head really.
Well, it was our head during the shoot, because we were in makeup for 5 hours. But then after, I ran into George Lucas in the shopping center after the film had opened. And I asked him where my head was, and he said, "Oh, we had to CGI your head because your head and your body didn't fit." So then it just became my voice. Yeah, that's correct.
Oké, dus het grote probleem was, tijdens de opname was hij zelf op de set en werd alles mooi gefilmd. En toen hij de film gezien heeft, dan zag hij dat zijn hoofd verdwenen was. Hij heeft George Lucas nog eens tegengekomen en heeft gezegd van, waar is mijn hoofd? En George Lucas heeft gezegd, ja, we hebben dat vervangen door een CGI-hoofd, want het hoofd en het lichaam pasten niet bij elkaar.
Right. So, that's that. Any questions?
Nog iemand vragen?
Difficult for you as an actor working with CGI as compared to live acting?
Did you hear the question? He asked if it was difficult for me to work with CGI as opposed to live acting. Because the set was pretty much like this, with a large blue screen, and we had kind of rickety chairs on a box, and we were moving to and from. That was odd, it was odd. But Lucas kept asking us to look in a certain direction. And that's all we did. We just delivered our lines from right to left because the pod race was meant to be going around in a circle. It was a bit weird, but the actor I was working with, Greg Proops, is a good friend of mine, so I felt pretty comfortable with him. And Lucas was very nice. It was just Lucas, the film crew, and us for the whole day. There was no disruption. And he was very gentle and very direct about what he wanted. And he really wanted just fast and at a certain, looking at a very specific point, which is what he was most concerned with. But not having a set behind us was weird, but you don't notice after a while. After a while you just feel like it's just the way it's done, so it was all right. And there were stormtroopers running through every few minutes, going to shoot another scene, so that was all right.
Dus George Lucas was een hele gemakkelijke mens om mee te werken, was heel direct, was heel professioneel, maar ook heel sympathiek om mee te werken. Het is inderdaad niet zo gemakkelijk voor een acteur. Je staat daar in een blauw decor, de muur achter je is helemaal blauw en dan wordt je gezegd en nu moet je eens daar naar kijken en nu moet je eens daar naar kijken en nu moet je dit doen en nu moet je dat doen. En het is in het begin een beetje aanpassen, maar na een tijdje went het wel.
Right. So, anyone else? Question? Yeah.
No, I was wondering, before you did the role in Star Wars, were you familiar with the universe? And did you see the old trilogy? And what do you think, like, the difference between the old and the new? Which movie do you prefer in Star Wars yourself?
She asked if I was familiar with the series of films, I think. And, is that right? With the films and the universe, if I understood the universe, and the character I was playing, you mean, and which film I prefer. I didn't really know, I'd seen, of course, the first 3 films. I'd seen those. But I wasn't that hooked on doing it, as much as Greg was, the actor I'd worked with. And he really had the audition he just dragged me along because they wanted 2 loudmouth Americans. So I went along with him. But, and we're both stand-up comics, Greg and I. Once I got there on the set, it was very exciting, but I really didn't know what I was in for. And I didn't know what Hatties meant, and I didn't know what the language meant or any of it. I mean, I memorized it, or I tried. But I think the film is great. I mean, I think it gets some bad play because of some of the characters people weren't, you know, whatever reason anyway. But I think it's a great film. I think it's really fun, and I liked it a lot. I think the first 3 were different than the last 3, but the times changed, and people wanted something else, and the technology was a lot different. So, but yeah, I think it's a great movie. It's very fast-paced, I think, which is nice. And I think our scene's really funny, so I like that. It's nice being the comedy relief. It's kind of good. So.
De vraag was of meneer al het Star Wars universe kende, en hij had wel de 3 eerste films, die voortaan dus episode 4, 5 en 6 heten, die had hij wel al eens een keertje gezien, maar hij was niet echt zo compleet hooked en hij kende niet elk ras en elk detail van Star Wars, maar toen hij eenmaal op de set was, viel alles wel heel goed mee. Nog vragen? Any more questions? Nog vragen?
Well, thank you. It's been nice meeting you all. Enjoy your convention day. Thanks.
Geef hem nog een applaus.